Dear Professor Theo, my name is Oscar and this is my video about the workshop number 3 and 4. Okay, I will explain the analysis and interpretation of two workshop activities. The first is the Pitot static leaks test with the Barfield 1811D, and the second is the power generation module AE4224G. The goal is to compare the results we obtain with the values from the manual and explain why they are important of aviation safety. Okay, and before the activity one, I want to mention the accident of Aeroperu Flight 603 with the Boeing 757. In that case, the static ports were blocked and the instrument gave false indication of altitude and speed. The pilots received wrong information and the aircraft crashed. This show why the pitot static system must always be tested. Okay, and activity number one. In the first activity, we use the Barfield 1811D to test leaks in the pitot static system. We set 3,000 feet, and after 1 minute, the Barfield showed a very small loss of 3 feet. This inside the manual of limit of 100 feet per minute, so the equipment is in good condition. The equipment. Then we connect the module at 3,000 feet too. After 1 minute, the module showed 2,940 feet. This means a total leak of 16 feet. And when the subtract the 3 feet from the equipment, the real leak is 57 feet. This is still inside the limit, but much bigger than the first result. Okay, this tells us that the model has a leak that can give errors in the altimeter or vertical speed indicator. In a real airplane, this can be dangerous, especially in RBSM, airspace, where the altitude inquiry is very important. Okay, in the activity number two, in the second activity, we tested the AE4224G power generation module. In a normal condition, the generator produces 28 volts DC, exactly inside the correct range. I think is 27.5 to 28.5 volts. This means the voltage regulator was working correctly. Okay, and then the instructor create a fault and force the generator to produce 34 plus 24 20 32 volts more than that 20 24 22 34 32 volts limit. In this case, the overvoltage relay worked correctly. It disconnected the generator from the bus, turn, turn, turned on the warning light, and the battery took control. The battery showed 24 volts inside the correct range, so the system continued working safe. This show that the protection device worked perfect, and the overvoltage relay protect the avionics. The reverse current relay stop the battery from discharging into the generator, and the voltage regulator control the system in normal condition. Okay, from both activities, we can say that the tests confirm two important things. First, the pitot static test, the leak detection show how important is it to keep the system tight to give correct information to the pilot. Second, in the power generation module, the protection system show how electrical power can continue safe even when there is a fault. But activities prove that comparing real data with the manual values help us to confirm system safety and understand how failures can affect the airplane in a real flight. Thank you.